All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Manko Ta, and you are watching the TPN TV and radio network coming to you from the United States. Um, well, first, I just want for welcome you so far away. Don't come in now the program and from different platforms. Are they broadcast on um, home platforms? Are they broadcast on YouTube? Are they broadcast on Facebook? Are they broadcast on Caster? And are they broadcast on we websites? These are the four platforms them way are the broadcast. And if you get anything where you want for saying at this program, I want for make you know hesitate for put your comment at the comment section of the platform where you watch we from. And we go read the comments, as some of now we already don't know within the culture of this. We go read the comments of everybody. If hold on, let me just make sure his Skype is on. So also, if you want for call in for say something on the phone, now the number is 480-409-4001. So you will call in and you express your opinion. Feel free, as long as no derogatory statement, as long as you know they call somebody, they discuss as Sierra Leoneans, you are always welcome for making you give your participation or your contributions towards the discussion, the topic they discuss. So that's not the thing I want for let we all do. Now let we come direct to the program. Now let me say something. We get to segment we'll get for do today. Now this program. Well, you know, sometimes when I they promise, I they always violate me promise. So but when I all understand why sometimes I they violate me promise. Sometimes I go say I will try for make and just 1 hour because of the participation of the people them. Sometimes I go at the end of for do 2 hours or even 2.5 hours. So that depends on I want for try for make 1 hour, at least 1.5 hours. I think that is enough for make we able for discuss what we get for discuss this week. Two segments now we get for make today. The first one get for do with the ongoing trial of certain members, the way they are accused for treason. And one very important report come out this week recently, where they accuse one very important person, where it's very, very interesting. According to the reports, one of the accused, when they take statements from let me see if I go able. Can I? I don't think so. I don't know if I go able for bringing the WhatsApp so that we go listen to the report. Then, but let me see. Is it? Let's see if my WhatsApp they come on. Yeah. So because of the attention we the this trial don't take, we they follow up certain things the way they happen. And as the trial they come in, we they see new information they come in. Quite recently, as recently as this week, we see another name pop up. Now the report we Liberty Radio give, and Mohamed Kamara. Mohamed Kamara, who they call Money Jagaban, now a businessman here in America. And Mohamed Kamara na somebody where some of we not ever sabian, you not ever actively participate in politics at all until I think was it 2 months or 3 months to the election. Now in Mohamed Jagaban Kamara, as what they call him, he appear na the Sierra Leone politics limelight, And it came with a bang. After Dr. Samora Kamara win the nomination after the convention at McKinney, so Dr. Samora Kamara was looking for a running mate. He been a try for pick a running mate. Now the time that one day we will see the name Mohamed Kamara alias Moni Jagaban, he appear. And he was actually in Freetown and try for lobby so that Dr. Samora Kamara go able to choose him as a running mate. Okay. That's not the time when some of within America, the APC USA, understand him or know say this guy he was involved in politics, but for the past almost 20 years actually, where some of we don't in APC USA politics, we no one day sabi this name at all, Mohamed Jagaban, Mohamed Kamara alias Moni Jagaban at all. So when he appear, he do very good things them, very impressive things them. From Usai Ibon na Mendy line, I forget the name of the town. He go make solar street solar lights there, and they do good also for a lot of people. From that time, the way it came at the limelight. So when I hear it, a name appear now one of the testimony where they say in na a co-sponsor of the failed coup na salon. I was very, very surprised. And it make me, I begin to think, okay, what actually they go on? When I remember, right, salon politics, the way it done it today is very, very complex and very, very complicated. And we, now the TPN, as a lot of now we don't follow we for a very long time. When we sit down at this chair, the host chair, I go do my level best for be balanced, for make I give a balanced news, even if it go against me. That has always been my nature. Okay. Now, the name Mohamed Kamara alias Moni Jagaban was mentioned for saying now in one of the sponsors of the failed coup na salon. The question where I get, if this is actually an authentic statement, we first of all we just hear we then read the statement, we then take from one of the accused person. Okay, where happened for this here, we one of we executive member na in I think na in security or something like that by Mahmoud. Okay. If that statement here, the government's been don't get that statement here because then take the statements from the accused long before the beginning of the trial. Now then they can read that statement here. The question where I get, if that statement here na relevant statement we then get from one of the accused, what did the government do? Because to be honest with una, now with the we na the public, and now with the then statement for say Moni Jagaban na one of the co-sponsors. I know say people like the former president in Peking, then put her as wanted, but I may be wrong, so forgive me. The list of wanted people where them put, I don't see Mohamed Jagaban there. I don't see Mohamed Jagaban there. And that list they come on at a time when the investigation was actually going on. The question we will get, if originally the government of Sierra Leone get this information What did they do with this information? Did they try to indict Mohamed Jagaban? Well, according to the information we will get, no, the government not do nothing. Okay. The government say, President Madabio say, any side the evidence lead them, now they go. Is this, I'm just trying to speculate here. These are all questions that are very vital for let we answer. If indeed the president's been don't tell we say, any side way the evidence lead them, now they go, and you want for make sure say, anyone way is culpable and this Coup is actually dealt with according to the law. Now, they get this information. If they get this information initially or originally from the accused, why the prosecutor or the investigators they not put Mohamed Jagaban in name na the wanted list? Why? Well, sometimes perception is everything. Okay. If the government, or let me pull the government aside. Let me say the prosecutor, where they prosecute this case, he get this evidence for say Mohamed Kamara alias Jagaban was co-sponsor of the coup. That's now a very, very big information. Very, very big information for the government for release. Remember, the former president when a powerful pass Jagaban. Immediately when they get the information for say yes, the former president was involved, allegedly, they indict the former president right away. They can put her under house arrest. And this was a former president of Sierra Leone. Now, in it, he left Guy Madabio. They're not afraid for indict him. Where if there was ever going to be like some kind of chaos, not to Mohamed Jagaban, people therefore been going on street for chaos. Now people like the former president. So, my question where I want for make we all answer today. If indeed this not something where pay as we go, as we call them, pay as we go, add as we go. If this not information where the government's been don't get initially, why it takes so long? And una corrects me if I'm wrong. I'm here just like you. I'm a human being. I'm not infallible. Okay? And they make mistake. Sometimes certain information way bokuna social media, I know they see the information in there. Okay? So when I correct me, if this information was initially obtained from the accused and the prosecutor or the investigators, then get this information here, why they not mention Mohamed Kamara alias Jagaban in name, na the wanted list? Why? Until now. Now, this week, we can't hear this say, oh, in fact, you know what? One of the accused say, Mohamed Jagaban, Mohamed Kamara alias Moni Jagaban, now one of the co-sponsors of the failed coup. It's very suspicious, right? Well, one thing where I know say, anything we get for do with Sierra Leone at this particular moment is political. Right now, you will get some people then on one side where they can defend some of them information here. Then you get other people then at the other side where they can accuse the other side. I understand the toxicity of with politics. I understand that everything is politicized, everything is partisan. But I want to ask pertinent question as a journalist, as a media person, so that the people where they watch this program, then will understand the complexity of certain things the way they happen as alone. I am not saying Mohamed Jagaban is innocent. I'm not saying that. I want for Launa get me very clearly. I'm not saying that I don't know. We just hear this information this week. Some of we, maybe other people that may not hear, but me in particular, I just hear and this week for say Jagaban was one of the co-sponsors of this failed coup. But Jagaban in name not ever appear on any list as wanted. Okay, that's the question where I want from the government or the investigators or the prosecutors, then we're able to answer with. You're not going to say, oh, now recently we received this information here. No, the information that you don't take them long before the beginning of the trial. You don't take the information from them because then people are then they're now in a custody. So anytime you go get information what you want. So why the name Jagaban not ever appear in the wanted list? And even up to now, because I think they ask, according to the report, they ask whether the prosecutor or the investigator investigates this information we receive. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the answer was no. Why? The reason why we need for dig deeper for make we able to get to the bottom of this is this information is not only being used and manipulated by whoever want for manipulator, but it is now tearing the APC apart within the APC party. Already from the way this information come out, we don't hear certain people the way they talk to, oh, you know what? Now people then within the APC party, where no say probably Mohamed Kamara alias Moni Jagaban want for run for the APC flag bearership, and now they are conniving with the government for make them implicate Jagaban. So you see why it's important for me we ask pertinent questions. I am actually neutral on this because I not get enough information. I am not trying to vindicate or implicate Moni Jagaban. I'm not. I'm just asking the questions as any journalist supposed to do. I don't know if the journalists in a salon, then they ask some of their important questions there because the thing about the journalists in a salon, the media in a salon, is been bought by the highest bidder. So credibility no day again for make them get the man for stand up and ask some of them question here. So the question again where I want for make we all answer or explore, if the government's been done or if the investigators have been done receive this information for say one of the co-sponsors of this was Mohamed Kamara alias Moni Jagaban. Why they not put in name na the most wanted list? Somebody we not even in a salon and Escoma in Pekin in name they at the wanted list. In name at the wanted list. Why Mohamed Jagaban in name not there? Is it something that then just add now for implicate like the way other APC folks them they try for attack other APC members them? For say, oh, now APC, then now some APC leaders, they will want for run, they no want for make Jagaban run, so then try for dump into this mess so that then we're able to implicate a way, get the mind for Kana Saloon for go wrong. So you get me clear, right? And now, after I don't listen this, you go back, you go begin misinterpret me because I don't see them so many times. So many times, sometimes people then they listen, wait till they talk, they not even get the patience for understand. Then after the program, they begin call me, say, oh, Dr. Mankota, you don't need for talk to, oh, Dr. Mankota, this or that. Wait till I do. Oh, now so you've been talking, doing you broadcast. Well, when I say, well, go back and go listen, when they go listen the program, they're not gonna mind come again for can't tell me, say, they were wrong. They misunderstand me. I don't want for make that happen, because at the end of the day, I'm doing my level best. First, for be sincere. That is my signature, sincerity, credibility. Then secondly, I did do my level best for be clear. If you don't understand what thing I dey talk, now the reason that one day I give platform to you for make you able to interact with me. That is by putting your question where you don't understand. Now the comment section of the platform where you watch me from. I go able to answer that question there. Okay? I'm always here for you. If I not able to answer, I go tell you, say, well, I don't know the answer. I not go ever lie to you. I not go ever lie to you, because if I begin lie, then who is going to trust me? I know sometimes Sierra Leone culture, especially when it comes to politics, they expect everybody for lie. Everybody. Whether not the leaders they own or the followers they own, everybody's supposed for lie. So if they can't see somebody where Mr. Gabo, I forget for put that in the today. You want in at the phone or you want in at the program?
Yeah, I think it's better to be on the phone because I'm already out.
Okay, you are out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So sorry about that, because I forget.
Sure.
I really
no
forget.
Problem.
So
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So now the point's this. Okay. Politics nowadays is all about lying. This now so they don't teach we from who was small. You know, for talk through, you're not an enemy. Just yesterday, one of my colleague when at APC, I don't call a name. What did he do? He go na me channel. I don't know. I think on Facebook, he go listening to some of the things what they say. I think so the first time this for a year, waiting I've been talk about the election where I say APC no win that election. If APC get the result for that election, let me for be don't put a long time. That person there, he come after me. And what they do now? Me not be no. I not be no saying this information. Now information is just a type for them. So he asked me na my private email, na my private WhatsApp, where me YouTube channel. I send them to them. Then he talk say, oh Dr. Mankota, you na bad person. You know if like say you na APC. Why you for say APC no win the election? Palaba kamo. I say, oh, so now you know, say the AP, maybe they talk. I've been on the talks for the past eight months. From the day when I know say we get a problem, I the broadcast them. So now what did they do? If they take me audios them, if they send us somewhere, I don't know, because some way they respond back, if they say, okay, I don't send Dr. Mankota in response, when I listen back to me response to Dr. Mankota. Now I say, what did they pa? What did actually they try for do? So I just block her. I say, I know get the address day for day. If you want me for make I discuss this with you publicly, you don't need for communicate privately, then you take me audios that they send them to the public. Who's I me not even there, I don't know. So I just block them. Yeah. So now the reason is that they do me level best for make I be clear anything why they talk. But one thing why they show now, I know will ever intentionally try for mislead una. Very, very important. When we talk a topic, if I don't understand them, you tell me now the comment section say Dr. Mankota, you wrong, as some of you already don't do along so many times. I go accept and say, yeah, I'm wrong. Because I'm also learning.
Yeah.
I'm not here to teach you. We are here to interact so that we'll be able to share information. Now, the question I have also, I still want for maintain. And maybe Mr. Gabo will be able for answer this, because in the other side, okay? So if the investigators be not get this information for say Money Jagaban was one of the co-sponsors of this this program, this failed coup. Why they not been put in name na the wanted list? Then don't put an Escoma in Peking na the wanted list, even when they know say an Escoma involved, allegedly. They arrest them. And Escoma been there now, house arrest, stay away, they exile them. So, but Mohamed Jagaban, even by the report, they ask if the investigators, they actually follow up with this information. They say no. Was it this now a deliberate ask for make they implicate this man because then she say maybe the man get money, it na certain disadvantage to some people the way one for run for the APC flag bearership, according to some of them people and the way they make this allegation, or this is genuinely now an information way true for say Jagaban na co-sponsor of this way and call. Mr. Kabo, can you talk about this?
Well, but let me clear the first doubt where you get with your APC friend, where you talk say APC get the results them. I mean, they don't get the results and they don't win the election if they forget the results, let them put down. I want to just help you there because why is you not the eyewitness to the elections. You fly from here, you go to Sierra Leone, and you've been witness the elections, and with all the information that we get with your own ability to analyze situations, you come in, you put them before here, and we all agree about that. And but if you forget problem with that, it is for bringing you a report. But I think you are on the right side, and I don't see what side in the can go except otherwise. We didn't get into the politics there. We didn't find out. But I believe you've been find out. You were there. You were on the scene. Now, having said that, I come to Jagaban. Jagaban, just like you mentioned, Mr. Mankota, Jagaban come to the limelight exactly as you said during the time when, after nominations, people are fighting now to show who should be the flag bearer and who should be the deputy or the vice president under Jagaban.
The running mate.
Yes. Yeah, the running mate under Jagaban. And during that time, there was a kind of confusion. People then they say, Samura no go choose Cherry Coco anymore, right? And then say some people then say the president and Escoroma, the former president, say no, not Cherry Coco one. So that kind of mix up the day, and we see Jagaban come to the scene. And the first year Atiana in place, I believe that they say that's where he was born. I don't know if it's actually that's where he came from, the place they call Brahma. He built mosques then, I believe. He insect talk they pay the imam there and he pay school fees there, he bring electricity, all those things. If they talk And I remember one time one guy they asked me, he said, where you can talk for salon? He said, they do nothing for salon. Look Jagaban, what do they do? Now the answer I give the guy is that Jagaban has a political motive. Some of who they talk will not get political motive, but people and they will get political motive like Jagaban, and they put their money they spend. So we know very well say Jagaban Naman where they spend money, where they expense a lot of money to both the APC party and others. And there was one time where they say the APC honorable when they're not going to parliament, then they suck because they don't get money, they don't pay them. Then we understand that Jagaban they pay them, correct, Mr. Madam and Mr. Mangota? You know they hear that.
Well, Jagaban been sending money where I don't know almost I think 50 million or something for the.
So then a sponsor, So the idea of sponsorship is not something new to Jagaban. Since he came to the limelight,
hold on a minute. This is not getting. Hold on, Mr.
I'm just bringing
Jagaban in help to the parliamentarians, and we get for separate time with this particular allegation where they levy against them.
I understand that, Mr. Mankota. I'm just telling you because they use the word co-sponsor, and we have to look at what co-sponsor means. As if he sponsor anybody, what he has been doing in the political arena. Even in America, you get guys that way they sponsor. That I'll tell you plain. All right, you get people that like ATM machine. They call he's a sponsor. You get a lot of groups to sponsor. We have that. That's not hiding, nothing hidden. And then at the line. So I know the guy was a sponsor. I'm not talking of the coup though. Say he sponsored the coup. I'm just trying to tell to let us see the involvement of Jagaban in the political arena as alone. He's a money man, and the money man, what they do, they sponsor situations, they sponsor issues, they sponsor projects. So that being said, you mentioned that when the coup took place, there was a list that came of the wanted people, I think around the first or second week. And they don't do the investigation and so on and so forth. Yes, Mr. Mankota, there was a list that came up, but that was not the end of the investigation, and that was not the end of the list of the wanted people. Because otherwise, the court would have started immediately. But no, these guys the investigation was ongoing. Yeah, and besides, the statement, the investigative statement that was read in court, I don't know if you bother to find out when that statement came up, when that investigation came up. Well, but I believe as they investigate people thoroughly, they bring them in and then they read their statement. But to say that we don't investigate them, put them, and besides, Jagaban not in a alone. So even if the name came up, it's going to be a meticulous situation to handle to try to find out the truth. I believe, say, even the one that went in at the list, the wanted list, as the investigation they go on, some people that did and they drop them because that is common in any situation where they investigate. They point down, and now it's the thorough investigation going on. The thorough investigation is going on.
Mr. Gabo.
Yeah.
The investigation don't done. The trial now in the go right now. I mean, don't complete the investigation. The point where they try to talk about when they arrest these guys, you know the time when in fact, you know that the first arrest, they arrest this guy, then they arrest by Mahmoud. During the 1999, they make the investigation, right? How many months now after they arrest them?
Mr. Mongota,
no, let me just complete. Hold on.
What's that? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, then don't arrest this guy. I don't know how many months now, and then don't investigate and don't do everything. If the investigator get this information for say the one of the culprits talk say he understands say one of the co-sponsorer na Jagaban. Waiting at the responsibility of this investigator for follow up for make sure say whether this information is true or not before even the trial, okay? But when they ask them, according to until themselves they read the investigator and they read the statement of the accused, they ask if the investigators follow up with this information and say no. That's the question I want for make you answer. Why?
Right. Okay.
Why if they don't get this information, number one, they not follow up with the investigation before the trial, and they not even put Jagaban in name na the wanted list. Remember, you say Jagaban no day, but this lady when former president in Peking, it in London, it not in a salon, but in them they na the list. So why they not put in name until when they can read the statement this week? That's not the question I want for make you answer.
All right, Mr. Mankota, I understand you. I understand your question perfectly. Now, those people, now I try to explain to you, they want the way we did at the wanted list, including an Eskuruma in daughter. That was the first preliminary investigation, where surface, where things then they happen in a country or any situation, the people that when they name them, they come up frequently within that short period of time. Now that's the collection. But just like I said to you, then people then even when they put them wanted within that first week or 2 weeks, there is a possibility that when they come into the inner part of the investigation, those people are innocent. And I tell you, you will find out that those people will drop out of the list because it's just a blanket information they get at the time. When the thorough investigation is going now, that's the time you will find out. See, most of the people that with a name, then they drop, and it is common. All right. So the same goes with this. As the investigation is going into details, people also will be named, like Jagaban now, his name won't come up. And we're going to expect more. If not, if correct me if I'm wrong, it could happen. It's a possibility that we're going to expect more people. And so if investigation in name just surface, and that list already been published, that don't mean if he did it enough for the day. If he played a role, that don't mean say enough for name man.
No,
Mr. Kabu, not at the first list. Yes.
Do you know how many times where then revise that list there?
Mr. Mankota.
They revised that list there multiple times. Okay.
I understand.
Multiple times.
Actually, you concerned, Mr. Mankota. But I will tell you that about that list. Not everybody in that list is going to be found guilty and find working evidence.
I am not talking about guilty or not guilty. The point where they try to talk about, when you are investigating such a huge event, number one, you follow the information as you get or not to so. The first thing where the investigator is supposed to do after they receive that list, that they tell you same. Then been done interview that guy there 3 months ago, minimum 3 months ago. Okay,
I don't know.
The investigators are not follow up for try to authenticate whether Jagaban this information is wrong or not until then don't close the investigation. When the trial begins, then can't read the statement here. So now that make a lot of people then say no, this one Adam, because some people then at the APC where one for wrong, they no say Jagaban one for wrong, so then try for implicate, and then they work with the SLPP for make them implicate certain people the way they found same. Now a threat to their own candidacy. You see the conspiracy theory. Why I want a clear explanation on this.
Mr. Mankota, I understand clearly what you are saying, but you got to look at the setup of the situation and how things are done. I will repeat this, that the list will come up before. There is a possibility that a lot of people, they were just named, but they're going to drop off from that and they're going to be free.
That's what it's
and once the investigation is going, there are people who are going to be named, like Jagaban and more. We don't know. But that don't mean say because Jagaban is named not in at the first list or the second list, that don't mean say it's not going to be named. So a name could surface at any point in time.
Mr.
And besides, hold on. Besides, let me just finish because besides, you don't know when that investigation was done. You said over 3 months ago. I'm not sure. I don't know. And secondly, we don't know whether the authorities are following the case. Because the guy, first of all, is he a Sierra Leonean? We don't know. Is he a Sierra Leonean? I don't know. I know he came from Sierra Leone. Yeah, let me just finish.
Okay.
Maybe he comes from Sierra Leone. I don't know whether he's a Sierra Leonean. And secondly, he don't live in the country. He's away from the country. If anything has to take place, they're not going to come report to you. It has to be something that is going to be followed diplomatically. So for now, I just want you to make it hang on. The question is very important, very essential. I just want to hang on for now. What are they doing now? Hence its name surface. Are they following? I want to make you get that correctly. Then they follow to that.
The problem why I get with them, someone, but then we then call them. You say the man, you know, they're not the country, then get for doing diplomatically. What about the former president in Peking, Gal Peking? We know they're not the country.
The same thing. The same thing.
Yeah, but then putting them at the wanted list. But okay, forget about the wanted list. Okay, forget about that. Yeah. Why they not follow? Because if you listen to the report, they ask if the investigator follow up on this particular crucial information. Because what I believe the government are looking for, who sponsored this. So if you don't get one of the main co-sponsor allegedly. Why it passed 2 to 3? It don't pass 3 months, actually, to be honest with you. Wait and get this information. It don't pass 3 months. So
Mr. Mankota, I don't believe.
Let me just finish. I go wait and call and see the people that back where they watch with this. Probably then go put their own inputs into this. The problem what I get is there is already a perception You know, politics is very, very toxic. Whether you talk about the internal politics of APC or the national politics, it's very, very toxic. There are people who always they come up with so many conspiracy theories for make them get at the people their way they don't like. And because of
within the party, within the party,
because of them perception, Now Jagaban in name all of a sudden it can pop up, but we don't understand. Say this information was received by the investigator 3 months ago or even more. Why they not actually try for make them follow up? Forget about the wanted list. Why they not follow up? Because they say they not follow up with
Mr. Mankota, let me come in again. The investigator, according to you said they don't receive that information 3 months ago. I cannot subsidize to that. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I should do or not. All I know for now is the name came up this week, a few days ago. That I know of. So now what we're looking forward is the follow-up. That's what we're looking forward to. It's too early to decide or to make a judgment. It's too early. I don't care what the APC people are doing, whether they are whatever they are doing amongst themselves against one another. I don't care about that. Let us focus on the issue. I'm not saying his name, but there's a possibility that anything could happen. He might, just like as his name, he might be guilty, he might be true, or not true. All these things are based on investigation. That's all I can tell you for now.
Yeah, well, one of the things where I know about Sierra Leone politics is then get one slangs way then they do. Then say with the rob oil panam. That means then they lie pan for make them just think.
Well, APC, I cannot answer that, Mr. Mankota.
I'm talking about politics. I don't know about that. Politics, I'm talking about Sierra politics in general. Then you decide say, with the rob oil pan you. Not to APC politics no more. All politicians and get that this day then they rob oil pan you. That means then they lie pan for make them think.
Mr. Mankota, you just mentioned that in the APC, they want to find out say the guy wants to for election. You want for black flag there. So there are people that are the APC who are Mokoa. That you just explained to me. So that's why I don't know about that. But I know for now. But we know what we're going to speak for now, Mr. Mankota, is that the guy is named. How far is this naming true? And how far is the investigation going on? These are the things we're going to pay attention for now.
Yeah, but
so we know
it seems like you are trying to defend the indefensible. This now a very, very serious issue where the government, if indeed they don't get this information for the past 3.5 or even more months, they not even make a follow-up. Now then they just wait during the trial, then begin to read some of their information here. That in itself is very suspicious. I'm not saying
I cannot subscribe to your information for say that information we don't come up 3 months ago. Yeah. I cannot subscribe that. I only know about this information 3 days ago.
Mr. Babu. Yeah. The investigation where been they go on, that guy there, now the first person where they arrest before Mahmoud they arrest her. You know how many months where by Mahmoud don't they na custody? So
okay, wait. Now Mahmoud in statement they read the meter that one day.
No, not now the other guy where they arrest. I just they try for give you the time frame for say. Then guy now the first person where they arrest before they arrest by Mahmoud. The guy where give this statement here. Now the first person where they arrest before they arrest by Mahmoud. Not of saying now recently they arrest him. They mean don't arrest a long time. They mean don't even interrogate a long time. So they tell you saying the government's been get this information for the past 3+ months. Why they not actually? Well, you say the list. Okay, let's put the list aside. Why they not follow up? A simple follow up. This not a very, very huge something for
Mr. Mankota. I understand what you say. Mr. Mankota, I understand what you say very well. I don't know. I cannot subscribe to the fact where you try for bring say now 3 months ago they don't get this information. Me, I only know 3 days ago like you. So I'm not able to subscribe that except if you ask the man where did that statement, tell him say why you not follow up. And besides, even if they get the information 3 months ago, we don't know what follow up they are. Remember, the guy not in the country, so it's going to be a diplomatic way. Now we're going to press them for make we know how far they don't go with that. That I think ain't going to be the best way.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question. What about that army man way and this reporter in one of the people the way now the conspirators them. I think one Labahun. I don't know. I don't think say they even arrest Labahun. I don't know. Maybe
well, that's Labahun is now the chief of the military, not the main man.
Yeah. The chief of the army. The same report talks him in now one of the co-sponsor of the way they call. They're not arrest them, not so.
Well, yes, they're not arrest them. Okay, Mr. Makota, now you come to the right point. Now this one, go ahead.
Indian as alone, they're not arrest them. So what they try for highlight is the idea for say, oh well, the man not in a salon because they go for doing this or that. No, because not only no more they accused by this report here, they accused the chief of staff. The government get for come out and say, yes, we get this information. We find out say this information not authentic, but they know they do because if they do that means say the entire statement about that guy there is been will be thrown out. Now that make they just say well, no follow up. You understand?
First of all, this na tribunal, that is a military trial. I don't even subscribe to the rules and regulations. But generally,
not a military
trial,
Mr. Gabo. This is not a military trial. This is not a court martial. This is actually in the court. This is a criminal court. Not a court martial.
Now I just mentioned about Labahun. You understand, right? This guy is a tough guy. He's the top military officer. So if they get an investigator, I'm not telling you they're not investigating. We don't know. But I believe the government is taking its time for short people of caliber for make them hold them in short an investigation where they name them. Because just like I mentioned earlier, all the people that they were hold, whether the wanted list, a lot of them going to be go free, scot free, then just name them. Because some people name them.
Gabo, I'm not talking about the list. Now, during the time of the investigation.
Jagaban in case and Labahun, we don't know whether it's true or not true. So then people they get to be very meticulous and how they handle the institution for make them get all the thing. Because in this investigation, people get to implicate people there whether they're part of the system. You know that, right?
Now that make I try to talk to you. Listen to me.
Yeah, they're going to implicate people there where they're part of the system, where they don't even get a bearing. But because of their names, they make them, they want to put them inside for the Barudin thing. So the courts are very, 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 very careful with that. That I can tell you. You understand? I'm sorry, New York is raining so much. I'm in the car. I was going to the supermarket, but I have to stop shop to answer this. It's raining too much in New York.
Okay.
And so if you don't hear me, or you hear me the holla, I make sure.
I understand the rain. One of the things we me they try for talk, a wanted list not presume say the person is innocent or a guilty. It's a way for make you able for trim down you the people they go after, because when something happen, not for everything you know, but as information they come, they put them into that list day, then you they follow up with the list, find out say, well, this person maybe when they put that wanted list, there's some of the people their way, their name they where they know say they're not guilty, some of them, and then the concept say, hey, I see me name and that me know they then they drop them. So you know what I mean? Say when they put in a list, that means say you guilty or innocent. So I want to make you understand. Right. But the point where they try to talk about the government is negligible. The government is negligible. It's not like say they're not taking this investigation seriously.
I don't know if that is so. Because when the government gets enough evidence in the shortest evidence, you know they get that in a shortest possible time.
No, but Mr. Gabo,
before you get evidence against within a shortest possible time, which they will establish.
No, before you take somebody to trial, you get for make sure say you get enough evidence where you believe say you go convict the person. Now that make you get enough time for make you do investigation. After you satisfy say yes, you don't get enough evidence. Now they turn around the way they take the case to trial. You know, they just accuse somebody, then you take the case to trial. Then now, as the trial they go, now they turn around the way they make investigation. I don't think say
no. I don't know who you're talking about. Now let's talk about the person who makes the statement. He's the accused. Those people are named during the statement. They are not accused yet. This guy who make the statement, Nigerian statement, and he named people Nigerian statement, a person like Jagaban.
Yeah,
right? But the other person one name Labahoon. These people are not accused, they are named. And I'm sure there is a special way to investigate those people. But this particular guy is already accused and he's on the trial and his name is calling the thing.
Yeah,
definitely, as far as I know,
you just want for defending the indefensible.
Yeah.
You just want for defending the indefensible. The government is not serious on this particular trial at all because some of them are when they get through. Why they not follow up? They not tell you say them people then guilty or not. Follow up so that when they do you trial, there's no doubt.
Mr. Mankota,
yeah.
I don't understand what you mean by defending the indefensible. We are subscribing to the information. I am not defending Jack. I'm not defending Jill. Let me give you an instance. You see Lamahoon in case, not other man, that other person winning man. Quieter himself.
Yeah.
When he was convincing the other guys there, from and join them, he get a book. He open his phone. He even show Lamahoon his name and his telephone number. Saying that they all there. What if that is true?
Yeah.
He just use it as a bet to put the other guys there.
Yeah, I'm making my point.
That's what I'm telling you.
You are making my point exactly. With all the information here from the horse's mouth, why make a follow up? That's not the question.
Mr. Mankota, they are making a follow up. These things are very technical. I cannot tell you say they know they make follow up. No, they're not going to sit down complacently without making follow up.
Now, they ask specifically the investigator if he make a follow up after we receive the information, and he say no. So it seems like you they try for put things the way not so true because the man says self when at the investigator they ask him if when he received the information and he make a follow up, he said no.
The investigator, when investigate that guy did, he only be in charge of investigating people where they under custody.
That's what
I'm saying. You understand that? He's not the one going to run after Jagaban or Lamahoon. No. He's only going to put the message to the authorities and he's submitting your investigation. It is the court or whoever the authority, I don't know how the court operates, I'm not a lawyer. But this is out of common sense. You understand? You go investigate, this is what I find out. Put it down, that's it.
Mr. Gabo, let me explain to you how trial works. Works. When there is a case, a criminal, now,
all right.
Especially when it comes to treason trial, then gets a group or committee where they do the investigation. These are the people who they go out for go seek information, try for put one and one together. In the course of investigation, if they get any new information, then they follow up with that information there for make them able to authenticate them. Then until all they don't bring all the evidence where they feel say enough for make them go to trial. Now the time now where they take this case here, pass on to the prosecutor, then the prosecutor look at them here. Now based on that information, now they prosecute whoever is accused. You know all
right. So you're talking of the people who are named, like Jagaban and Lamahoon. Is that what you're saying?
No, the point
are you talking about the principal guys? The principal is
Lamahoon and Jagaban. Why the investigator not follow up when he received this information until now? When you go read them, now court. Why you not follow up,
Mr. Mankota? The question I have with you is, I'm actually I'm not going to subscribe to you saying that document, that allegation, that naming of Jagaban was done 3 months ago. I'm not going to subscribe to that. I don't know.
You don't have to.
So if maybe this is the first time even the lawyers them hear about it or the court. So we don't know.
Telling me, Mr.
And you cannot read statement in absentia. That is why they call the courts on Thursday or Wednesday. And the guy can't talk them to the day. And I'm sure the authorities are taking action about that. I am sure. Yeah.
Are you telling me the prosecutor not ever see all the information there where the investigators them put together before he take the case to trial? Are you telling me that? You know, ever seen
you asking somebody who don't know about how the court operates. but I cannot subscribe to that. What I know is we know it's this week.
Okay.
So
Well,
I am sure
then we're able to
the
make
prosecutors might have known this
conclusion.
week.
But we know, say, number one, this is very simple. If there's any crime happen, the investigators and then they do their work first, investigate, get enough evidence for say yes, a crime has been has happened, then believe say this crime way happen, so then get the evidence way, then they convict whoever is responsible for that. Now the time when they take this case and pass on to the prosecutors. The prosecutors now then they look at the evidence, then make sure say yes, if we go with this case, we go able for win, then
exactly.
Then put on to
trial. So how you want them to do now? How you want them to do now? This case is not about Jagaban now. Jagaban is just named for now. The case is about the guy.
Hold on, let me finish. Now, if you are telling me, maybe the lawyers them, I don't know whose lawyers the way you mean, probably the prosecutor, lawyers them, because the defense they not put anything yet. Now the prosecutor and then they put their own case for across. If you are insinuating that the prosecutor at the first time this was seen their information, that's not true. In the first
I didn't say that, Mr. Mankota. I said I don't know.
Yeah,
you told me 3 months. I said I don't know.
Then we don't see this before. Sometimes at the first time this. That's what you say. Now that make I say, are you telling me that
that's what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But Mr. Mankota, the prosecution is going on. The prosecution is going on, Mr. Mankota, because the people there, right now, this guy who named this, we already know, about the coup. And probably he's guilty because he started to name people. And then the new case that they take first before they call the other one then. So the other one is in a new case. So I don't know whether this case is going on. They are investigating them or not. You said 3 months ago. Me, I don't know. I only heard it about 2 weeks ago.
I think 2 days ago.
If you don't know that 3 months ago, why you not been talking on the radio say, they don't them Jagaban, they're not calling it.
Mr. Gabo,
why you not be say that?
Mr. Gabo,
yeah.
I think we lost in translation. I think we are actually in different aspects. What to me they've been trying for emphasize. When the investigators then receive this information, and they still tell you saying, them guys that they may not arrest them, they may not interrogate them over 3 months ago, where they receive this information, why they not follow up. I'm not telling you whether for try Jagaban or not. I'm not even reaching that side. I'm not reaching that side.
I understand that.
Yeah, but why?
Which information we want to investigate? Okay, which information we want to investigate? Now Jagaban information, now you want to investigate, now you ask for. So Jagaban not carrying it now the picture inside the court.
As an investigator.
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me drink first because my throat's dry. As an investigator, if you receive crucial information, Mr. Gabo, this is not just somebody wait and say, this now a foot soldier away. Sometimes then just bring and come. The man say one of the co-sponsors, of this coup, now Mohamed Kamara Jagaban. This now very, very
correct.
Now very, very huge information where enough for neglect at all. In fact, this now the information where the prosecutor supposed for focus because what do they want? They want for making them know who that sponsor them queer. All the other one, them trial what they make, those are foot soldiers. Not all the big people them, not all the big fish them. So if the foot soldier, if you don't tell you same, that the big fish they show, why you not follow up? Why you not follow up? Until tell you the wait till can read for say this person and say that the co-sponsor.
But Mr. Mankota, it's too early for you for talk say they not follow up. When did you hear this information? 2 days ago. Was it Thursday or Wednesday?
Not what me say that. Not what me say that. That's what the man say. They ask him if when he hear this information, if he follow up, he say no. So not what me say that.
But is it the right person? Because remember, court laws and rules and regulations. Is it the right person to follow, or is just reporting? It's just a reporter from what he find out.
No.
And
okay, I think Mr. Agbo, you misunderstand. Okay.
I understand, Mr. Mankota.
No, hold on, let me explain. I think I don't understand now what to make you look confused. The reports where then tell you every time when they call this case, the investigator, the one where go interrogate the accused, now in the Tinap court, he try for read waiting in and the accused talk, waiting at the answers, and waiting at the questions and the answers. Now that one day I will tell you so. That person waiting up in the court, where
I understand.
Where been the when are the investigator, where go investigate this, where been the report now court say, when I go meet Mr. X, now this I ask him, now this answer me, now this I ask him, now this answer me. They ask him, did you make a follow-up? He said no. So not to me say, you not make a follow-up.
I understand the question. I understand who side you they go. Now let me ask you a question, Mr. Mankota. Are you is it common in the court that after the investigator he will go and consult with the authorities for saying that this I don't get, or they bring the information in court in public before they know what to follow and what not to follow, which is which. But I believe that the investigator in duty is only to go take statement and come and report them to court. And that was the time.
Are you asking me a question or you are making a statement?
Huh?
You say, let me ask you a question, but you don't ask a question, you make a statement. Ask me the question and answer.
What do you mean? Okay, let me explain to you what I see in this case. The investigator is just an investigator. Then they go find the information, and I believe say, you know, they take this information to nobody because you know why influence the case. Now, a very secret case. I mean, a very serious case. You know, they go to the lawyer, you know, they go to the judge, say, hey, now this I get to know. I believe say, I make them call the court. You can't tell me what the man say. And the man sign and he answer. And then read them before I answer. Now that 10 days, and they authenticate the statement where you don't talk, where you don't agree. And I believe say within that court there, you get a lawyer there. If you say a statement, where they read, if you say you know correct, I think say in lawyer then go put a motion say we need that to be adjusted. It's not correct. But this
Mr. Gabo, come on. I don't say you know very well. You just try for muddy the water.
But Mr. Mankota,
investigator.
Listen. Hold on. Let me just I tell you plain, me na SLP. I
understand, but
I'm a water
for
and I know for sure that you self na APC and you can't carry off.
No, but hold on. Let me
just say something. Even though the case is against the government and with the government of the day is the SLP, when are we government? I want to get the truth. I don't want to say Jagaban, they have to go follow him. That should be modalities to follow. And I believe that the court is taking the right.
I understand. Just hold on. What you say now, I want to clarify. Not for you now, for the people them where they listen to we. You understand? When they try to tell me right now, when something happen, the investigators then go out for go seek information. The information what then they get, they tell nobody. This is exactly now your statement at the court. So they tell nobody. They tell the judge. They tell the lawyers them. Then they all then when they reach now course, now they tell them what then they read them. Mr. Kabo, you very well.
I believe that's what I believe. I'm not too sure. I believe that's how it should be. I'm not too sure.
You know, you very well understand.
Because if they tell the law after, if they tell the judges then, the authorities there already, what can I need again for call the court?
Mr. Gabo,
somebody go preempt the case.
Mr. Gabo.
Yes.
Mr. Gabo.
Yeah.
You don't in America now. I know say you follow up how systems, the legal system and then they work. The investigators and the prosecutors now one team. Okay? Now one team. The prosecutors and the investigators now one team. The investigators now then they go out for go seek the information. When they bring the information, them and the prosecutors now so then they sit down so then try for analyze the information with the one way they believe say they're supposed to follow more. Then they send the investigators for make it go follow on that information away then get. The prosecutors always go there in line with the investigators because now one team, not a separate team, not an independent team. Now after
I understand that.
After everybody, now the prosecution team, then don't satisfy say this information we then get, it's enough for make them go ahead. Now the time now when then they go to trial. So you are telling me no, the prosecutors and the investigators are two different independent teams. So the investigators They not for tell nobody. No, come on, Mr. Gabo, you are better than this. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, listen, Mr. Mankota, if I make a mistake, I'm talking on what I understand out of my common sense.
Okay.
But because otherwise there will be no court and they will preempt the investigation. That's what I feel. And I've still said the investigator not do no bad thing and you don't answer no bad thing. And I believe this statement will not be 3 months or whatever yet. I think the investigation is new and it just come up.
All right, let's move on. Let's listen to the other to review us back. Let us see waiting then therefore say wait and they listen to him. All right. Let us start with Nyale. Nyale say, oh, okay, they talk about Jagaban who say you come on na blama. Thank you very much, Nyale. Yeah, Jagaban na blama you come on na day you go put solar.
I'm not sure that. I'm not sure that yet.
All right. Nyale say, Money Jagaban is a blessed man. Let them count him out of this. And he also say, Jagaban's money is not for coup, but to promote growth to Sierra Leoneans, both home and abroad. And he also say, Jagaban is a threat to the rebel leaders. Mohamed Fawaz say, are you saying Jagaban is innocent? Jagaban hasn't said anything in defense of himself. Why are you? Well, I don't know if Nami what I'm called, but me don't know whether Jagaban is innocent or is guilty. And I talk and I have clearly during my monologue. I just want to make the government way we all vote for, whether we voted for Madabio or not, but we all vote for the government. Okay, and so we'll get for all them accountable. If the prosecution will happen for being at the government, then don't receive this information about Jagaban for being a co-sponsor. Why they not follow up? Number one. Number two, why they not put Jagaban in name na any wanted list? Because that list they update them frequently until after them don't satisfy say the investigation, they satisfy say the trial is supposed to start. Now they then stop for update that list there. So why they not been done follow up with this information? Because this is not the biggest information where any prosecution about it, a treason trial supposed to follow, because you want would that actually they behind this, the leaders that will sponsor this. Yes, you they go after the foot soldiers them, but when you get a name where then say this not the leader will actually take him money spender, able that information they not something way for even play. No prosecution, no the way go say at the play with this information. Anyway,
I support you on that, Mr. Mankota, but we don't know what is underneath for now.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm just asking question. So I don't know whether because when I ask him, he say no, they not follow up. So now that make I just say why they not follow up? Was it that the information they're not saying credible or what? So hopefully they go able as time they go on, they go able to explain give me why they're not being able to make a follow up. That's all I was asking for.
Right. Okay.
All right. Momo for I say. Jagaban is known for sponsoring dissidents. He is on record to have sponsored the dissident APC MPs to stay out of parliament. Well, it not necessarily means because you sponsor, you pay the salaries of the MPs them. So therefore, you are guilty of sponsoring a coup. Now, the reason this question is very important for make the government can.
Yeah, Mr. Mankota is not guilty. In America, this is what we call a rap sheet. A rap sheet of your duties and responsibilities. So if something a duty come up again and somebody points you on that duty, then going to look at the way whether you've been doing things of a similar nature of sponsoring people. You understand?
Well,
and on what situations you
get the burden of proof.
This is just a clear cut out case we call rap sheet. You understand, right? Somebody who frequently go to jail, arrest her all the time, he go to jail. You tell whether they arrest her, and they tell you they get rap sheet because they've done the arrest her before. Jagaban, they don't call her as a sponsor, a co-sponsor. Now the rap sheet is that he been sponsoring APC. That is his job. We don't know. So now when the case comes, we're gonna know. But that has to stand. They're gonna talk about it. He has been sponsoring and he's still sponsoring people in APC, the APC party and individuals. So we don't know. Let's see how the case go.
Mr. Kabo, now I get the body of proof. Yeah. Anybody who wanna accuse, now I get for proof say that person is involved. So let's see what happened. Ishmael Kamara say Mada Bio's power regime is picking and choosing who they want to be on the fake coup list. PK Labahun Lima, we are recently named on the fake coup, but nobody is pursuing them.
Well, let me answer this guy. But Mr. Mankota, even the child born today, if he can speak and talk, say the coup is not a fake coup because they don't play a lot of information now at the court. I believe on Wednesday, parents were crying. Members of the families were crying because when they put the CCTV or whatever they call it, the closed circuit television, CCTV, when they put it on, they see their children whom they were defending that they are innocent. They see them. So I don't know what proof, and they see an Eskoroma jump ship. I don't know how true they feel the coup is or which is fake and who is faking one. So, but the evidence are clear.
Okay. Michael Goka say if Jagaban is implicated, he should make a categorical statement that it is false and offer to return to Salon to defend himself. Yeah? You sure? You sure say Jagaban is going to Salon? Michael Goka, you said now if na APC, they na power, then they implicate you. Are you willing to go to Sierra Leone and face trial for defending yourself?
If you are clean, Mr. Mankota, if you are clean, let me tell you something, Mr. Mankota. We person life and something in the lie. I'm not saying the former during the time when we not get democracy in Sierra Leone, where they well not understand Salone and they don't understand. I know some people can die by implication when they don't deserve it. But it happens more now, it's very limited to happen. It happens more in the regime of the Shaka Steven, where they just go point people that they maintain it and say they form coup na free and they can't take them and go kill them. This time, no. It's very even if you go in jail, even if there are people who go to jail in America, you know that, Mr. Mankota, they lie to them, but they never get the evidence. They go to jail, some are 30, 50 years. They take them out, they found out that they were not, it was not a true case. They implicate them, they lie to them. So the government reward them and take them back. So this is the system I believe the new government, Madabios government is bringing to Sierra Leone. It doesn't matter, but they're not going to kill you. Okay. You understand?
We'll see. All right, Robert Cabo say, tell my brother Cabo that let him think straight. Jagaban's office in Kisi Road was raided before. Yeah, I heard about
so what
that.
About that?
I heard about that.
So what think straight do I have to? You, according to your speculation, Mr. Mankota, you say the APC, the politics are alone rotting, and you cite an example, say APC, there are news going around that APC who are flag bearers, who want to become flag bearers, are manipulating information so Jagaban could be implicated because they feel he's a heavyweight.
Not
so who cares? Who knows?
Mr. Gabo,
why do I have to know about that? Yeah.
Not to me say, now the conspiracy,
you said
the
no.
Conspiracy where you go to social media. Not to me say, so now that
no, I also not to you say you bring it to the media.
Yeah, that want to make people able to get a clear understanding of what thing they go on, why this information is now coming out. So that's what I'm saying. Anyway,
it could be right. Yeah.
All right, Robert Cabo say the chief of the army, Lavahun, came up, going to investigate him. Okay. Creo Babo say, presenter, are you Jagaban's lapdog? No, I am not Jagaban's lapdog. I'm just trying to present and try for make we all go able get good information. I'm asking the question, if Jagaban was actually implicated before the trial, why the investigator no follow up with this? So we don't know. Because if they say they no follow up, well, that's a problem. Because this now one of the biggest fish where the prosecutor supposed to go after. So that's what I'm just saying.
No, it's not. Yeah. Well, maybe there are more sponsors. Remember, it's just a coup. So there's a group of sponsors.
Exactly.
So we already know Aneskoroma is one. and Jagaban, well, is also named. Maybe they're going to name more co-sponsors.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And Escoma, wait and say, and Escoma, now one of the sponsors, the arrests are not so. And our former president, so
yeah,
the arrest them, the exile them.
His evidence was overwhelming. They have them. Why not run across? How can I read the evidence? Mr. Mankota, if you want things say, and Escoma was not the sponsor, trust him, tell him to come. They will play all the transactions. The phone recording from McKinney, recording from McKinney to Gambia, from McKinney to Freetown, with all these guys. That's why we want to Anas Kuruma to come to stand the court so that they put this evidence because they are there. They are very alarming, Mr. Mankota. If they read Anas Kuruma's evidence today, you want to kill him. If they bring him, if he come out and they pray what he has done, you want to kill him. I'm telling you. You guys fight so he can come and clean himself.
Mr. Gabo, first of all, not so we na the APC, not so we expel Anas by Kuruma. Not so we make not so we make a deal. Not so we make a deal with ECOWAS for make the expel Anas by Kuruma. Now una waiting at the government, una the SLPP. Now una make this deal. So not ask me for make a bring Anas Kuruma. Ask Madabio for bring Anas Kuruma if you want for prosecute Anas Kuruma.
Mr. Mankota, we don't talk on this radio. Anas Kuruma is not expelled. They're not expeller. The government of Sierra Leone not expeller. Anas Kuruma is for medical attention because he's sick. We get the evidence about that. And as I told you last time in this media, as I told you last time in this media, the government of Sierra Leone has the right to give Anas Kuruma the medical treatment request to honor it because he was just a suspect. He was not convicted yet until he is convicted. And he has very powerful people where they use as standby people who sign documents. Right, so it's not the SLPP. It is his own right.
In case already don't settle down, so no need for relegate them. Let me go to one more.
Wait. When you say don't settle down, how? You know the guy again?
He's not coming again. And that's
so now, if you're supposed to be the judge, what are you going to say? Is he guilty or not guilty?
Innocent.
I like you, Mr. Mankota. I love you. Thank you.
All right. Then we go to Momo Fowai. Momo Fowai say, how much do you know Jagaban, dog? You seems to be too defensive of him. Now, I'm not defensive. Now, Mr. Gabo, I'm defensive. Mr. Gabo, they try for the negligence of the government. Me, they just ask question. I don't know Jagaban. Like, if you listen to my first statement, I know one day Sabi Jagaban. I don't know APC USA for the past 20 years. Jagaban no one day attend APC USA function. We know one day Sabi and the MVD and DMV and now East Coast, now Washington, Maryland. Now probably some of them Sabi and but for say Jagaban don't ever attend APC function before. One day, me no see him, one day attend. Now the only time when I can know Jagaban, now when he want for go convince Dr. Samura for make them give him the running mate. Now the tender one the Jagaban come at the lamplight, so I know Sabi him. And I'm not trying to defend Jagaban. The question is why the government is negligent. Because if they say this is not the co-sponsor of a coup, where for being caused a lot of disaster in other country, they imagine that could for be succeed. The kind civil war way for being happen, the kind tribal war way for being happen. This is very serious. So the government, if they're serious for say they want for go to the bottom of this, we always support them, but they have to be serious. If they tell you say this now a co-sponsor, you hold that information. They even make a follow-up according to Una. That's not the question why they ask no more. Anyway, I know they defend that.
Mr. Mankota, you're quite right. You're quite right. We don't know Jagaban that much. It is only a few months ago when we read and say he's a millionaire. He get big, vast employment facilities there. He creates jobs. He get over how many Sierra Leoneans and Americans away employed. And he get even up to yesterday or 2 days ago, I was listening to an audio where they said you get over 500 or how many acres of land in America. So all those things. But what I'm saying is that One guy asked me sometimes ago, he said, you are Sierra Leone. The guy asked me, he said, you are Sierra Leone, Jagaban is Sierra Leone. Jagaban is helping the people of Sierra Leone. And I told the guy because he has a political motive. And exactly that was what it is. He has a motive. Everybody has his motive. So,
let's listen to one caller. Don't call. Caller. You can say your name if you want. If you don't want, so waiting at the the contribution we want for put at the program.
Hello, Dr. Mankota. This is Abdullah from New Jersey. Me, I show my name actually. I'm not here.
Good.
Because I'm not. Being a criminal and anything about the country.
Yeah,
but again, this is Abdullah from New Jersey. I just joined late actually.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed with Mr. Cargo say a couple of things where I feel say I need to call and share my opinion and maybe ask questions. One, first of all, I'm happy the way you respond to Mr. Cargo in court that APC or I need for call and ECOMOG for constant trial because of the evidence way against them. It's very clear see this now something where the SLPP supporters and they fly around on social media, a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But everybody knows it not just a strategy for try to shift kind of blame to APC. Whatever, this is not the strategy we matter be and the entire SLPP don't always do. Whatever is wrong in the country, they find a way to connect it to APC. So now APC, they make the country ungovernable, stuff like that. But I'm glad the way you say, not to actually APC got a deal with for an ECOMOG and go on in Nigeria. Yes, if a court asks for kind of collateral, definitely we'll get for response. And ECOMOG get for response. People will come, ask on his behalf, present them, property them on his behalf. Yes, but that was not APC's decision at all. And ECOMOG was all with the courts and the president. So we know see the president at the head. So I'm glad we make that clarification. The second thing with troubling, again, now one way they fly around the social media, and ECOMOG, the evidence, the pile of evidence against them, they don't enough for convict them. But I'm not going to take anything in this serious, especially when it comes from people like Gentle, other hot-headed political supporters. I'm not going to take it serious. But when it comes from somebody like Mr. Cargo, whom I have so much respect for, I don't follow on so much in this program, I feel saying I cause for concern. So me and I believe most reasonable Sierra Leoneans. So my question is, if the judiciary, they do an investigation or the police, whatever sector, how come their information here they leak to people of the public? Especially to the SLPP supporters, because we are not getting this information from the APC angle. So I don't know if my joke or we don't call, but Mr. Cargo categorically states that if you read the evidence against an ECOMOG, you want to kill him. And that tells you literally everything but an ECOMOG, the claim and it correct, a right, and up to this point, even before it traveled to Nigeria, if that was the case, it should have been found guilty. It not take too long if the evidence overwhelming against a criminal for then they find guilty. It not take too long at all. Now, when sometimes the evidence very complex of time, but as Mr. Kango puts on, I don't know, again, it's not a joke or waiting, but my concern now, how would this investigation be only leaked to members of the SLPP, they come to APC or the general public? Again, for roundup, if I hear from people them where I know say they just they talk on social media for talk's sake, I'm not going to take it serious. But when I hear from people that we really a member of the SLPP party, and these are people who I get respectful and kind of credible, it sounds very concerning to me. So if the evidence and they as a nation, there shouldn't have been any waste of time for make them available, even prior to the negotiation between ECOWAS, if not ECOWAS actually, and the government of Sierra Leone and the Sierra Leone judiciary. If the evidence and them is so overwhelming, this is what I will paraphrase an ECOMOG lawyer will say, we look at parable will get say that black goat will not able to see something, you're not able to see on a net. After an investigation of over how many hours? Tens of hours. When I'm not able to present the evidence at this point to the area, say the evidence against her, if you area, you go on for kill that person.
No.
So it kind of controversial to me. I don't know if Mr. Kagbo will clarify that.
No.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mankota.
Thank you very much. Mr. Kagbo, you get 1 minute. Let's round up. You want to respond or not?
Right, okay. Thank you, Mr. New Jersey. I forgot the name. The name came up.
Mr. Abdul.
Sorry about that.
Mr.
Abdul. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mr. Abdul, thank you very much for your concern. You get 2 concerns about my report today. One, I said Anes Kuruma is in Nigeria, and you are saying that it is the APCU the SLPP who coordinated that. Now, but what I want to tell you is, APC, SLPP know as, the judiciary, the courts of Sierra Leone, not sit down on their own and tell Anes Kuruma, say, we send you go for medical treatment. Now, a request from the lawyers, from Anes Kuruma to the lawyers. All right? And if that is so, the request has to be granted. That not means, say, that SLPP coordinated or make them send her out. No. The guy is accused. He's only accused, he's not found guilty. And according to the laws of Sierra Leone and everywhere in the world, somebody accused is not guilty until proven guilty. So if within that time, when he is under accusation and the court sessions are on, there are people who are asking that the treason trial is a very heinous crime. You should not. There is no trial. It doesn't matter whether it's a treason trial or whatever trial. If somebody is accused and not proven guilty, he is still not guilty. He still has to go for his medical treatment. Right? So if the Kuruma initiated it or we have initiated it and brings it to court, and we have evidence of that, then the court has the right to make the issue an excuse for go for medical treatment.
Okay.
And I did mention that now this radio also at the time that if he even asks for more extension, they will give him, and that's exactly what they did. I remember. Yeah.
We understand your points. Let me just say something before we move on.
Okay.
Bless you, say let me give you.
I don't do the second step yet. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I give you 1 more minute for make you complete the second sentence. The second part.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now let me cut that side because you understand already. Saying that the man I asked and he's just an accused person, but he has to be proven by a court of law, and that is going to be in Sierra Leone. So now, with regards to the evidence alarming against him, yes. And if you want to testify that and prove that's correct, just let him come. And when you come, you will see it. Because we're not the court is not it doesn't reach the time yet when the court's going to read the charges against him or the evidence against him in absentia. You don't reach that point stage. But it's going to reach to a point they're going to read the charges and they're going to read the evidence against him. So for now, until and unless all avenues are exploited, but we know the evidence is alarming. So all you guys have to do, if you want to combat that statement to say evidence alarming, just bring him in.
Okay, Mr.
Until all avenues are exhausted of him coming here, you will hear the evidence.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me say something very important. Something where probably Mr. Kagbo himself no know or he know why they try for discard them. If they talk about the medical request, Mr. Kagbo, before the letter where ECOWAS write, now the JFK talk saying he want for making clients go seek asylum. Okay, and the asylum where in clients say waiting now the response of the government at that time there. You can go back and check the information minister in briefing, then deny that medical request there, if the former president need a medical treatment, the doctor where he gets, where happen for be because now Germany been the go do a medical, it can still come as a loan for country time. Okay, it can still come as a loan for country time. So the government deny that request. Now that request probably they talk about now. After the hold on, let me finish. Now we get for move on. After the letter where ECOWAS writes leak, where the foreign minister they ask him after the letter leak for saying you received this letter. I say yes, you received. Now the time that one day where the government comes say, well, waiting then at the letter it not reflect waiting then discuss with ECOWAS. So therefore they not agree for make this why I go to Nigeria because now ECOWAS actually requested the relocation of Anes Baikoroma to Nigeria, not to JFK. JFK a medical request was to go to Germany for make them go Twitter. So I want for make you get them very clearly. Okay.
Mr. Mankota, let me just clear this quick. We get a controversy.
Let me just finish.
We get a controversy here. We get a controversy here.
But let me just
the controversy is that,
let me
get a controversy here.
Let me just finish. Now,
okay.
After they don't deny, then charge the guy, not to sue. When they charge the guy, I tell you for free. You not go believe him, you not go accept him, but this is a reality. Now the pressure, where the pressure matter be you. Now he go back to the request of this medical, and now the request is not to Germany but to Nigeria. Okay, to Nigeria. You understand? And what happened? Madabio get for agree. I swear to God, anybody when they tell you say, oh, now the courts now just go and call now lie. Now lie. We all go through the system. The process was alone for
all right, let me put it clear.
Let me finish.
But I know as I'm saying,
I give you chance. Let me finish.
All right.
We know say
all right.
The court is in the whims of the executive. In fact, the judge is answerable to the attorney general. The attorney general is answerable to the president. So now the reason why I've been laugh when Mother been talk say even the attorney general not being let this idea. No lie. That's not they try for manipulate with integrity. Bruh, the entire thing here they tell you for free. Mother Bio agree for make and the Skoroma go to Nigeria for exile. Whether you agree, all that medical nonsense when they go and call not just a manipulation. You agree or not, that's fine.
That is correct.
Left to you. But then send Mother specifically for exile for making go day. Go ahead. Yeah. They give you still 30 seconds. Then I'll give 1 minute to apply. Then we go move on. Mr. Kabo, you get 30 seconds.
Yeah. Mr. Mankota, I don't dispute your theories. But I'm telling you, what I know we have on file is a letter requesting him for medical treatment to Nigeria. And from that letter, we get people there when a security, we can assign a security. And I will let you know now, the chairman and the vice chairman of the APC now the security there. You understand that? So that's now one of the security. So what I know is a medical. The other things I don't know. I have them, but I know we have a document on file which says he goes for medical. That medical is what they are tracing on him. That medical is why they are tracing on him. They don't call him back.
Now, not to Germany and Nigeria. So, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Nigeria, that's what he asked for. I don't see why the government.
We go to 1 minute to apply.
One person they say if they go Germany, they say no, you go Nigeria. In Hungary doctor.
Yeah,
but I believe they what he asked for. And
all Nigeria. So that don't begin tell you for say it not make sense. But anyway, let's move on. Abdullah, you get 1 minute.
Mr. Makota, but you read the news say and Eskoroma go ask for visa na Nigeria for go Germany, then they reject that, right? You read that, right?
I don't know if not true or not, but I read that's not true. Not true, say I read. But I don't know if not true.
Confirm to you is that what you confirm to you is that we have a medical letter written by Anes Kuruma, signed by Anes Kuruma and his lawyers for asking for medical treatment to Nigeria. We don't care where you want to get medical treatment.
Initially, JFK, the letter where he writes initially was about Germany, not to Nigeria. Now that one they tell you. Now later on, you can't change that to Nigeria because that was the destination where ECOWAS wants for Congo.
Right. So the initial letter didn't go through. I don't deny that. Which one? The one that went through is Nigeria. So
okay,
that's what we have in
all on the same page now. We are all on the same page. So go ahead.
All right, Dr. Makota. I listen, Mr. Kagbo. There's a difference between the ideal situation and the real situation. Within Mr. Kagbo, they say so. That the ideal situation, and I'm not surprised because we all live in the US.
Yep.
And that's what things are supposed to be. Exactly. But unfortunately, the real situation is different, I have to say.
Yep.
And the real situation, everything or almost everything Dr. Mankota says so. Even the point that Anes Kuruma applied for German visa and Nigeria, he got rejected. I am yet to see an authentic proof of that.
Yep.
These are some of the rumors the way the SLPP they parade on the social media. Yep. And one final thing. If Mr. Kagbo, you so believe that the courts, they act right, not Sierra Leone, in this case of Anes Kuruma, for which the medical request or vacation request was granted. I don't know if you ever noticed, you get other political detainees, when it take years and then they apply for similar requests to the same courts. The same courts, I repeat that. An example of such a person, Kamara, and he was never granted.
Exactly.
And because Kamara don't get any link with ECOWAS? Because I believe say me and say Anes Kuruma link with ECOWAS. Compare them to Kamara and link to ECOWAS if you get any, irrespective of the presidency. Because we get presidents that we still not get such ties. But we know say after Kuruma in tenure of office, he had all this interaction with ECOWAS countries, whether it has to do with election conduction, the security, whatever thing. It gets stronger tie. And like Dr. Mankota said, prior to all this happening, there was a leaked letter from ECOWAS where the foreign minister came and make a statement on. Dr. Mankota don't say that already. I don't go repeat them. You see? So if all this thing can happen, how could it all be coincidence? How could it all be coincidence? Especially when we don't get people away put in a prison to the point that they want to die. Then we quit. They never grant them. And the final question is, if that is true by your assertion, Mr. Kagbo, you want to tell me, say, if today, what do you call this guy over there in the UK? Wickham Quater. Today, a request for medical something, and one go to Nigeria, somebody do it on his behalf and go grant him. I mean, this is not real. The real situation is different from what we try to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Thank you very much. You make it clear than the way they try to explain to Mr. Kagbo. Mr. Kagbo, in any case, let we sit down and wait and see them and say, who's time? The 20-something, I don't know, 20-something April or whatever time where then say, then the guy for call the case back. You go no, then go begin turn with you forget, me forget, then everything fall apart. Whether you agree or not, that's the case.
Mr. Mankota, I understand the areas that we will have the taker. We will not get trust in the court of Sierra Leone. That's not the thing. Maybe they check them in a situation where the court are irresponsible and you get the rights for say this for go and this not for go based on the evidence we then get and how they look at things. So I'm not able to determine for the court. I'm not part of the court, but I know they have the ability to accept somebody. Hold on. I know that the court has the ability to accept somebody for go medical, and they have the ability to deny somebody not to go for medical. I know that they have that absolute right. So in that situation, it is with the court. But what I know, I trust the court, and I go by what the court is doing.
The same person who said that court they know better. Anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Abdulaziz.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Mr. Kagbo.
Thank you, Mr.
We move on. It will be easy to follow the money to verify Jagaban's involvement, so does Lavahon. Yeah, I agree with you, my brother. Robert Kagbo say, remember when Paulo Conte was taken to court for trying to kill Madabio, but no enough evidence, but detained for 1 year. Shaw say all distraction instead of focusing on the real issue affecting the county, like the economy, stagnation, push, and unemployment. And Ishmael Kamara say the people of Sierra Leone are just waiting for the outcome of the tripartite so they can start the process of redeeming their country from this broken regime. And I say Labahu was said to take over from Koita after he had ruled for some months. Who will believe such nonsense? Naming Labahu by Koita was a ploy to convince his target recruit he could name anyone. Well, that's the point.
Exactly, I said that.
Yeah, that's the point. So if that is the case, if Mr. Gabo, you see, we not to lawyers them, but we don't live in the world so much that we don't follow how legal matters and the way they cause so much that we know certain things the way we know say it cause problem. If then discard the statement where them people are in the game. For example, for Labahu, not so, for saying not lie.
Right.
The defense they come and take advantage of that and say, okay, and I saw the accused say not so. Why you not follow this? If you say, well, right, we're not taking serious because we're not saying a lie, then why you know say all the other statements where the person is not true? So there's going to be a problem. You know, that's going to be a problem.
Mr. Mankota, don't talk say they're not taken. Ask for the information. Now that people do.
Let's move on.
If they tell you say we not investigate, I will not follow her. That's the time they come to a conclusion. Well,
Mr. Kabo, we don't argue this so many times now. We just need to move on. All right, Ishmael Kamara. Right. I wonder how much money Paupa gave Mr. Kabo for him to be shouting as if he is going to lose his voice.
As much as they can give me to make my voice clear.
All right, Hassan to raise him. Mr. M. Kamara Jagaban is not a nonsense man. The criminal regime have no place in Sierra Leone. And Daniel Poem Leno, is the host a spokesman for the government? No, I am not a spokesman for the government. Are you talking about Mr. Kabo? Mr. Kabo is not the host, he's a commentator. Okay? When you say the host, Nami, and so far the arguments here is are they against the government? So how I will be a spokesman and now Mr. Kabo you mean anyway?
But we'll make it clear, even when I was talking.
Yeah.
These are all I'm coming up with my own ideas. I'm not a spokesman for the government. All right.
Robert Kabo say, remember that one of the witness soldiers is dead, and the army is claiming that he committed suicide by using another soldier's gun and shot himself at back. That's where. The rogue government is a scam. Let them tell us about the witness against Koita who they just killed. Yeah, I heard about that. So Robert Kabo say, according to the news, he was promised a promotion in the military, but those lists didn't bear his name.
Mr. Mankota, hold on. Who they kill Koita?
No, one of the army man there, where they in custody. I think he died. The government say he commits suicide. So now then they talk about.
Killing himself. Yeah. I heard about that. These are complex theory. We don't know. That's why the country should be at peace. Because everybody they assume
in a spokesman for the government, because they try to minimize everything the government they do.
What I mean?
Yeah, you. Peter Dauda, is Mohamed Jagaban Kamara the new Donald Trump of Sierra Leone? Robert Kabo say this SLPP is deferred to SLPP that our fathers were members in the 70s. Hassan Toure say, did this Mr. Kabo man believe in this current criminals SLPP? But Mama Fua say statement obtained at investigation go to the DDP office before being presented to court for prosecution. Thank you very much for clarification. Abdullah Kabo say, I think the prosecutors should prove beyond all reasonable doubt that Jagaban was one of the financier. Maybe according to the investigation, there is no link between him and the coup leaders, the coup leader Quetta. It could be, it could be. CC Tunisi, all of these armchair lawyers here bloviating about stuff that they have no clue about. Let the process take its course. Amen. Lamin say we saw Bio abusing Jagaban publicly in blaming for just because he supports APC during June 24th election. They saw him as a threat. This is a conspiracy theory. Peter Dauda said, according to Mada Bio, is Jagaban a member of the APC terrorist organization? Shall say, how all this nonsense is a net positive for our county. Again, all nonsense and a distraction. Our land is facing serious challenges that require serious policies that will lead to better days. I'm just flying up for read most of the comment them. Abla Kolma said, Dr. Mankota, you should not also oblivious of the fact the investigation called Chief of Defense Staff Lavahon and Lahai Lima. Hypothetically, Amadou Koita might have included them to convince others. Could be, because even the guy where they interrogate, he say na Amadou Koita na somebody where Amadou Koita say na ingi and this information for making the convince us.
I was telling you, Mr. Mankota didn't speak by the radio station. That's all they do. Mr. Mankota all will not join me. I mean, it's possible, but hey, they gotta investigate.
Yeah, exactly. You have to investigate whether only the investigators are able to know whether this is true or not. All right. Lamin Denke say, Mankota, please get an objective guess here so we can learn more. You want to tell me, say, Mr. Gabo not to objective? Mr. Gabo not to guess, so Mr. Gabo na commentator. And you know, say commentators that then you talk up your opinion. You know, so Peter Dauda say, is an APC Jagaban more credible than Mankota because of his dollars? No. No. Jagaban don't say anything here too.
Jagaban, money man.
Jagaban don't say anything here too. All right, CC nobody has been found guilty of anything. These are all allegations that have to be backed up with evidence and proven beyond reasonable doubt. Stop the hyperbole to get people riled up and confused. I don't know who that CC Tunis they talk about, because it seems like he's a little bit angry.
I think that's just a general statement.
Yeah, I think he look a little bit hyperactive. Peter Dauda said, how democratically clean was Anes by Kuroma in Sierra Leone politics? At least in time done hand over power. So how democratic is that? I think it's the best democracy that one day. We don't see people now the neighboring way. Then time done, they extend their power. So Anes Kuroma is democratic anyway. Prince Terry say, as an independent, probably, as I am, not surprised at this administration. I told my friends this 2 years ago, but they do not believe me. This administration will always look for someone to blame. Yeah. Anthony Samkin say, this scholar is misguided. EBK evidence, even Dog on this program admitted the government had enough evidence against him. It was wise for the government to send him on exile. His trial would have been a disaster. Okay. Prince Terry say, before it was the former president, now it's Mohamed Kamara Jagaban. But I do not blame them, whether we the people. Okay. Peter Dauda say, is Jagaban the next APC flag bearer? Jagaban not even talk say it run. I don't know why people there then so hyper. Hassan, the last one. It is annoying to hear this old Kush man defending Sierra Leone court, which the international community has condemned. All right, Hassan Toure, come on. let's be fair to ourselves. Come on, man.
No, enjoy, Mr. Mankota. Just read the statement.
Yeah, we have to be fair. I don't say you angry at Mr. Kabo, but we get to be respectful one way or the other. You know that, right? Civilized people actually,
yeah, but sometimes you get to throw humor. Sometimes you get to throw humor in conversation.
Do it with
so if you say I smoke kush, not the problem.
Yeah, but do it with respect anyway. Anyway, that's the end of the comment section. I just want to thank Mr. Kabo for taking time again for calling at the phone, because they drive, it goes on site. So, and I think say a lot of rain, not so.
Yeah, up till now it's raining. I mean, Long Island, like very, very heavy rain.
Yeah, heavy rain. So I appreciate that you come out and contribute. So thank you very much. And I just also want to thank everybody who participate today on this program. Yeah, at least I've been promised 2 hours. I've been promised 1 hour. I end up for doing 2 hours. I fail again. And now they make me at the fail, because at least I get for reading my own comments too, because this is not interactive session. So, but I really appreciate that everybody they come for giving you contributions freely. That's not the only thing where we make Sierra Leone will be a better place. To be honest with you, now the toxic environment where we don't create that country. Now we are the only people that we get for reduce that toxic environment there. So no matter whose affiliation where you get, let we think Sierra Leone first, then we party second, then we president last, because the president has somebody we not durable. And Madabiu, he left 4 years. How many months? Mr. Gabo, how much months we left for now? For now, na common power. 4 years anyway. He left 4 years for now. 4 years.
Mr. Mankota, if you go back to our radio conversation maybe 10 years ago, I tell you, say, if we can for left that country, permanent.
Permanent? Are you sure?
I think that's okay. Our plan. I tell you, say, we plan, we agenda now for winning election, but we get a broader agenda to get the APC out of the politics of Sierra Leone permanently. It's alone there for me better. And that's what we are working on.
The same thing some APC folks then, that's what they say. They say, SLPP get for the power for 35 years. Why I say power? SLPP get for the opposition for 35 years. You not even reach 3 years and the SLPP can power. Now the same thing SLPP and they say, talk say, then get for the power permanently. Me no say when the time reach when they vacate that seat there by God's power.
Exactly. All right.
Well, but again, I just want to thank everybody. Whether don't contribute, I really appreciate you now. That tell me say everybody is happy that we get them discussions here. Sometimes we not need for agree for able for get good rapport, good communications. If we all the practice them kind here, SLPP and APC go able to come together and disagree and still be Sierra Leoneans. You know, so now this I just want for Launa no say Sierra Leone is bigger than everybody, it's bigger than your political party, it's bigger than you. So let we do we level best for help that country. Mr. Gabo, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mankota. I'll see you next.
All right, that's it for today. Well, we'll see you back next week, the same time, the same place. Do you have for forward this? Today it looks like we get more people who watching YouTube than Facebook. A lot. Than we watching YouTube than Facebook. All right. Well, normally Facebook we get more people than Facebook than YouTube. Now the live broadcast. But today I think a flip. All right. Well, I'll see you back next week, the same time, the same place. Good night.